Yo, yo. Day one of the journey is completed. Today we went from Portland to Crater Lake on the motorcycle. I'm going to be ending in San Francisco. I plan on camping maybe some nights in Shasta before ending in San Francisco. And then I also have an overall larger Southern California trip planned where I want to hit all of the major national parks: Yosemite, Death Valley, maybe Zion, Mojave, Joshua Tree, and then just right up the coast. Yeah, and why am I doing this? I seem to have like a lot of extra time on my hands due to being laid off because of coronavirus. Thank you. It's actually I'm being a little sarcastic, but it's actually kind of awesome. Like I'm actually super grateful for it because I was pretty stressed out and needed some time off to go do something like this. So got some extra time, got the severance pay. We're stacking unemployment on top of that, and I budgeted myself out to September. This is actually kind of the most exciting part about it for me, is just like not having a timeline. I've taken several trips in the past, and it always just feels like I'm on some sort of, there's always like a clock ticking in the back of my head of like, I gotta get back to work, and I'm trying to cram lots of stuff in. And so, yeah, just being able to go at my own pace, do the things that I want is just, it's everything for me. It's the version of freedom that I'm always kind of trying to look for. And then another reason is, my dad passed away in October, and so this bike that I'm riding on right now, BMW 1200 GS Adventure edition, it was actually his bike. He owed $7,000 on it, which has now been paid off, so now it's like more my bike than his. But it's kind of just in a way just to honor him. He worked a lot of his life, and I've heard stories of him I just know he kind of has an adventurous spirit like me, and so I know he just sacrificed a lot in order to just like work himself until he died. So and that's not the path that I want to take, and so just being out here is doing that for Dad, honoring him, being on his bike, and just trying to really engage with life again, because having both parents dead, and then coronavirus and all this other shit that's going on with police brutality, I just think it's I need to just like really like engage with life and I don't know, start having fun again. So that's kind of the point of why I'm doing this. Today, though, was incredibly beautiful. I took some back roads to see my great Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom is like 95, and it's not, I know Uncle Tom is like, his name is Tom, and he's actually Uncle Tom, and it's always been called that. And I actually came into like realizing like the phrase Uncle Tom, like I didn't even associate it. I knew of the phrase, I just never even associated with Uncle Tom before, but yeah, that has nothing to do with it. So I went to Uncle Tom's today. He's 95 ass old, and yeah, he's and because my dad always used to visit him, and he was kind of a mentor for my dad, so visited with him, and then he's kind of like Springfield-ish area. And then drove the rest of the way to Crater Lake, which is just like incredibly stunning. I've lived in Oregon all of my life, and I'd never seen Crater Lake, and it was just mind blowing. I felt anytime like I go like somewhere that's just like so like stunningly beautiful like this. I've said stunning a lot, but it always just feels like I'm like on a different planet, you can go through like trails and stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, we're going through trails, but then when you go to a place like Death Valley, which is just like has the most wildest like rock formations and just geography. It just looks otherworldly, and I felt the same way about Crater Lake. It was kind of reminded me of like Hoth from Star Wars a little bit, because there was still snow on there, which was just amazing. I was not expecting that at all. And I was just riding around there, and it wasn't even that cold, but it was just like still covered in snow. What else? Yeah, it was gorgeous, and I was running out of daylight, and I thought that I would be able to camp somewhere closer to Crater Lake, but it's not opened because of coronavirus, and there's a lodge over there that is like 200, 300 a night that I wasn't gonna do. So I skirted back and like was really fighting against time because I was losing daylight, and then found this little side road thing, and then just pitched my tent up here. Maybe you can't. It's kind of dark. Yeah, so now we're here for the night, and I'm a little scared. It's kind of scary. I always kind of get like jittery things. It's like, you know, first time going out and you're doing it alone, and but I think after a couple nights you start getting used to it. But yeah, I got these motion sensor lights, these battery powered motion sensor lights that are like this big. They're outside, so that if any like creatures or humans come creeping up on me trying to knife me, it'll go off, it'll turn on. I don't know. It makes me feel comfortable. And yeah. So and then tomorrow I'm gonna try and maybe go to Shasta, maybe stay another night in Crater Lake, depending on how I feel, because I can do that. But what I really want to do is go back to Crater Lake and take like a nice run along the rim of Crater Lake. Yeah, that would be really cool. So I'm gonna do that, and then maybe go to Shasta. But yeah, that's it. I might make more of these. I might not. This might be the end. All right, but I'm gonna go to bed now.